It seems they didn't have the faintest clue what they were searching for. Distracted by unconscious tales, they told themselves of feeling free. And as the anxious sense of suffering would always feed, they bought the story sold by every company to quench its needs. Deeper meaning wasn't nothing but a concept, connected by the yearning to be loved by likes on fucking screens. Starving children's screams forewarn them of what's yet to come, along with what the weathermen had gestured to with summer scenes. Denial's better than the truth of what is permanent. Self-serving always tasted better till it split the seams. Their rain fell around them like a subtle dream, draining every drop of life the earth had gave them just for greed. Rain falls.
Snow from last winter, wishing for the grade as I gazed at a star. Start trudging through a decade of code and past thinkers, whistling the blues through a painted stained glass. It's the name that came last, who can't find the timber, so fires up a splinter to watch the flames dance in the wood, the strange plants and the strange smell of ignorance. Stayed starving, the states have made chance. See the wave that came fast, looking at the land's board. The shore moved quicker than the water. Or slipped from the clasp of my hand with no longing for the dark hope, lost with the plan, withstand difference. Right into an orchestra of wind chimes distant, buzzing off chemicals in your system. Kiss mixed stories goodbye, you might miss them, but puppets with their strings can't learn with persistence. Digging in the crazy remains of lost authors, retain what would motivate the brains of the ones who come before us. The man who stayed lawless, core of my cranium's mainframe contains an ape age for your saurus. Cause life is a joy for the wise, a game for the fool, a tragedy for those who have nothing at all. It's okay to stay small, but try to stand tall, man. I count my blessings regularly, stepping. I'm never taking negativity or tipping the scale of a serendipity, or dipping in indifference. You picking at an epiphany. I'm pivoting on living in light through a script of literacy, and trying to find some shelter from night like the nativity. Picking colours, I mutter and muddle in my think tank. Look for something of rubber above and watch my wingspan. Landed back at the love of me, puffing with a tin can, jamming fucked at the pub after juggling some slim grams. You see I've seen sand slipping through the timer, a signer, thought to brush it off like it was minor. Picking at the cave, trying to find some gold memories, but mentally remembering times when the rocks entered me. A substance identity with no real weight. I was sniffing up the crumbs when I wanted a cake, feeling cut up into pieces, a weed thesis, but nothing I could trade is a grave for days. Digging in the crazy remains of lost authors, retain what would motivate the brains of the ones who come before us. The man who stayed lawless, core of my cranium's mainframe contains an ape age for your saurus. Cause life is a joy for the wise, a game for the fool, a tragedy for those who have nothing at all. It's okay to stay small, but try to stand tall, man. I count my blessings regularly, stepping as rain falls.
The history of evolution has taught us that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, expands to new territories, and crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but well, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. Rolling around this glistening city, it's pretty cold Patagonia. Snow patterns on this world's fractured boulders. Smoke lays heavy like the weight upon my shoulders. Fuck around with Mother Earth, nature's Casanovas. Like decorum, kinda placid in composure. Conforming to the norm, but think you're scrapping what they told you. Still sat apart while acting like we're closer. Smashing up the ozone, zoned out in motors. More interested in paper than growing trees. And chasing honeys, give no fucks about the bees. Till the breeze sends disease, then we'll see what our greed's meant. No leaves, sowing seeds, sleep, we can't breathe then. Indecent, indecent, we're cutting down the wild like Oscar Dorian. For cement, the great pictures drawing in. Falling in the bed that we made, now we're crawling in. Presidents denied, the US to climb with heads applauding them. Silence starts when the skylines cropped. Bye bye, nice lifetime dies. Why not? So devise thy plot. You've all been invited. Preview the epitaph for land we'd all forgot. As the clock ticks round and the earth turns to smoulders. Under polarized caps, scope the closure. I watch snow patterns on this world's fractured boulders. Smoke blaze heavy like the weight upon my shoulders. Cut my cords and of course we'll bleed stays. Blood, sweat and tears, fears and abundance of beat tapes. Crates of wax and stacks of passion, don't slap but our knee breaks. Music gives the release that the trees gave for Pete's sake. Rocking at 1,000 miles an hour, overcome with a country redundant and cunning the snakes breed hate. I ain't talking but it's still a police statement. Back then I wasn't vegan but I'd hate bacon. Feel at home in the space between the vinyl plates. Grew still amused by some views, some dudes have a blade. Moods up and down like you masturbate. In actual fact, Great Britain really ain't that great. No one in the world does as many drugs per square meter. Since a kid he's sniffing stimulants and plant feeder, horse tranquilizer. And we still wonder why all our mental health is fucked in decline. Say, I ain't a part of this place, I think there's been a mistake. But if I'm here I guess I gotta give instead of take. Press play on the tape and make peace for the sake. Say, put this record on the play. Still, if you're real then what the fuck you gotta prove? If you ain't out to win, what the fuck you gotta lose? I choose freedom, moving through these blue seasons. Trust when it feels right, you are what you say. Yeah. Why you still arresting heads addicted to a substance? Throw away the lock and key to make them rot in jail. We could save a lot of money just with one adjustment. Put some paper into helping them get help themselves. They don't see a way to get heads with tails. Flipping weight cause they're broken from a system that's failed. Back on the rails, complicated cause it as well. They could devise a plan to dodge taxes and sell. Taxing arms hit the countries they invade, embrace hell. Just to play show and tell with the US and scale. Who's really off the charts and how they market the frail. Makes me wonder how much longer the whole world will prevail. They stack a lot of paper for the cause of a bogus wars. They can surely pay for citizens to work on floors. Peace talks ain't working, we need to come full force. The last guy in parliament with honesty was guy say, I ain't a part of this place, I think there's been a mistake. But if I'm here I guess I gotta give instead of take. Press play on the tape and make peace for the sake. Say, put this record on the play. Still, if you're real then what the fuck you gotta prove? If you ain't out to win, what the fuck you gotta lose? I choose freedom, moving through these blue seasons. Trust when it feels right, you are what you say. Trust when it feels right, you are what you say. Trust when it feels right, you are what you say. Next time you see a dickhead on the street, just question yourself if that's true. See what we perceive tends to lie inside the pre-perspective's judgment, and maybe they think that that's you. Yeah, I've never met anybody that can like everybody, but I've certainly seen the world's blue. Still we separate with some bit of hate founded in a synapse, just telling ourselves what we knew. Mummy's little baby driving fly cars. I can't say it's a cool whip as he drives past. Nothing separates us but a fiberglass window. I labelled him a rich prick, can't think another thing, Lord. What do I know? Basically I know nothing. His dad walked out cause the smack had got him buzzing, so his mother thought fuck him, gotta make it or break. Started business from a bedroom on the council estate. Made profit online, it's enough to move out. Now they're chilling in the sticks in a lovely new house. Fine, boys grown up, started working at a supermarket, saving every penny for the car he wanted, knew his target. So he bought it, now he's rolling down the street, feeling like the man that his father thought he'd be. Oh, what a scruffy little scummy kid he sees when he glances out the window at me. It's all circuitry. Next time you see a dickhead on the street, just question yourself if that's true. See what we perceive tends to lie inside the pre-perspective's judgment, and maybe they think that that's you. Yeah, I've never met anybody that can like everybody, but I've certainly seen the world's blue. Still we separate with some bit of hate founded in a synapse, just telling ourselves what we knew. What? It's all fake, 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 you want the true story. I met a man without a home who grew around 40. He was sober and alone around these cold streets, eating out the bins, sleeping peacefully on road sheets. Surely, must have been a war vet. Justice got him served by the law and he couldn't pay the court debt. Nah man, it's none of them things that you're thinking. Mental health was fine and he wasn't into drinking. Still loud louds on town made assumptions. Drunken, punched him in his eyes till they'd sunken. And I was thinking why this guy's even here, so I asked him. Clear reply nearly brought tears. Said I'd rather lay my head close to earth on the ground, cause it doesn't make you better getting worth from a pound. There's $1 million in my bank account, but nothing I've found has felt as real as just looking around. That's how I feel about sound. Next time you see a dickhead on the street, just question yourself if that's true. See what we perceive tends to lie inside the pre-perspective's judgment, maybe they think that that's you. Yeah, I've never met anybody that can like everybody, but I've certainly seen the world's blue. Still we separate with some bit of hate founded in a synapse, just telling ourselves what we knew. What's life like, rotting in a cell? Forgetting what you want, sun's forgotten it as well. Rolling up the trees, feeling gassed up in the shell. If the highlight of your day was ejaculating, you'd get high and dwell. Seeing green leaves meet the autumn breeze through a plastic pane. Letters from loved ones and photographs of the picture frame. And that's been your main contact with daylight for 800 nights in a place as your face fights tears, blood, sweat and fear. It's knives made of razor blades, moonshine and gear. And you'd be lucky just to die in this place from just injecting. Most get dead inside or find a rope to tie their necks in connection. Pretty rare in sections, that it's their infections. Mental state they're claiming needs correction. Government deflecting every sector with the syllable and sucking every silhouette of beauty fiending minerals. So why we putting guys whose lives were built on shattered glass in prison for their habits only happen cause they're scattered parts, battered into sacrilegious panic since the lad was class criminal. Judge forgot his mother smoking crack to last. And if you treat a kid as nothing but a scuff upon society, depriving him of every bit of love, are you surprised he don't abide by all these laws they're thinking of? Drinking gin in swanky bars or lit cigars, I think it's fucked. Fickle eyes are trying to mask the undisputed fact. We laugh at broken individuals and shows us to distract from our own lost souls, hopes, dreams, true failures. Make us feel grandiose by seeing them react. Pornography of poverty, propagate economies and victimize the lost to take the gaze away from what we see. And I don't give a flying fuck about the monarchy. The money from the crowns could rid 1,000 tons of poverty.
Got my fair share of dreams that I ain't made happen, cause I was caught up in these scenes and ain't evade the madness. And it's the same for most my mates who ain't made a change. What a waste of talent, funny how our fates are balanced. I came up around the way where peeps stay banging. tipping the scales in the face of havoc. Up late shapes in the plains chasing fake patterns. I know a fair few who couldn't shake habits. Who's to blame? We all made mistakes, but from the very first taste some remain captured, and others went from 8 balls to flake racking. In a community plagued by blades and bait trapping, where your local town nitty be the main attraction. And it's the same reaction but nobody stops to think. He was the same as us but now ain't got a pot to piss. Lacking options is scatty, robbing them rocks on tick. No more watching the clock, time's for the optimist. Lost and left to rot and it seems as if we've forgotten him. Like so many others wandering this earth, in search of a purpose or someone to rid the hurt. Our visions blurred by comforts and the funds that we go yearn, but each one can teach one, that's something we should learn. Spread the seeds of wisdom through these wittens I disperse. Each one can teach one, that's something we should learn.
So why we putting guys whose lives were built on shattered glass in prison for their habits only happen cause they're scattered parts, battered into sacrilegious panic since the lad was class criminal. Judge forgot his mother smoking crack to last, and if you treat a kid as nothing but a scuff upon society, depriving him of every bit of love, are you surprised he don't abide by all these laws they're thinking up? Drinking gin in swanky bars or lit cigars, I think it's fucked. Fickle eyes are trying to mask the undisputed fact. We laugh at broken individuals and shows us to distract from our own lost souls, hopes, dreams, true failures. Make us feel grandiose by seeing them react. Pornography of poverty, propagate economies and victimize the lost to take the gaze away from what we see. And I don't give a flying fuck about the monarchy. The money from the crowns could rid 1,000 towns of poverty.
Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration.
Look, clouds of purple, rain showers of virtue. Life is what you make it and ain't nothing can hurt you. They gas, they don't deserve you, they trash, spraying that perfume. And if you ain't been loving yourself, you better learn to. Let's take a walk on the sunny side of the field. What's it take for your inner self to be healed? Come on you gorgeous, let's talk about how that feels. They think that people on the gram gon' keep it real. We bombarded by pictures of how we're meant to look. All these celebrities glorify a false sense of good. You think they really love themselves, I bet they never could. They too busy trying to keep up with what's next to cook. Your natural beauty was formed pure from your birth. I spit truth and it hurts, you the flowers of the earth. Your rivers water the natural spring and it burns. That you don't get what you deserve, it's like they overlook your worth. Like you was meant to be you. Your beauty formed from when you stepped in the womb. And they might tell you that your angles ain't cute, but that's a lie, don't let them sell you the truth. Like you was meant to be you. Your beauty formed from when you stepped in the womb. And they might tell you that your angles ain't cute, but that's a lie, don't let them sell you the truth. I learned that everybody's game's so dependent on them changing just to stay the same. Caught a base until the day we disintegrate. So focused on reaching our destinations, always thinking we should be up in the other lane. Nobody could blame, we ain't struggling to range. And all the pain in our lives from our troubling brains. No wonder kids are coming up with cut of cocaine. Heads are dying trying to come off what's we stuck in the vein. It's all distraction, relying on an audience reaction. How many likes can I conjure today? Who's got time to gander into propaganda evil? You could look a little deeper and they still deceive you. Anesthesia with the masses on this earth's axis. Social media and greed's our first practice. Hope's the key that I need when I see what we've made. That's why I put the pen to the page, I'm still breathing. Like you was meant to be you. Your beauty formed from when you stepped in the womb. And they might tell you that your angles ain't cute, but that's a lie, don't let them sell you the truth. Like you was meant to be you. Your beauty formed from when you stepped in the womb. And they might tell you that your angles ain't cute, but that's a lie, don't let them sell you the truth.
Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitian. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitians. Common sense collaboration. Peace to all of you Haitians.
You don't really know what you're swiping for, like a pinata. A full heart, we splitting my heads in a new saga. Rekindle my thinking with Tinder, hurting my fingers. I link a girl in a blink, then I'm thinking you're my new martyr. Welcome to my nondescript abyss. We can kiss and take each other's love and learn to live happily. Little did you know it's more likely we'll probably settle nicely for some apathy. Apathetic, I'm pathetic with this prosthetic heart, smoking cigarettes at dark with the broke aesthetic. Let it go like my appearance. Seems unsatisfied by nothing but another's interference. Feared but adhered to adherence. Turning my experience to dust just for clearance. It's that same feeling as the time the tick drops. I can put a pistol in my mouth to lick shots, huh? When I picture every girl I've ever slept with, tears gravitating down their cheekbones affect us. So let me paint a picture of neglect. I'm pissing in the wind and I don't mean no disrespect. It's just cause and I let shit go to my head till it ends up inevitably settling in debt. I miss everything about that short story. It's me who moves poorly, let me show you how it goes. So, Jews slept on the celadon blades. Eyes kept the guise of a belladonna's gaze. Twilight shades engraved the glazed window. Wind blows staves, a cappella song plays. Sweet nothings, anchored by the small of her back. Nestled in the black and wave was swallowed up this evening. Sunk into the comfort of my dirty sheets. Thought she came for fucking, now she's nourishing the feeling. You can't equalize the frequency of pure emotion. Heart speaking signs of language, holding thoughts unspoken. His cat has got his tongue swollen by your bird. Silence won't defer examination of those blurted words. 3 syllables are floating lost to load, oh. Now I've told her that I love her but I don't, so smoke screens alleviate the lies. The chemicals are leaving lonely craniums to try. Trees shake their heads in the strobe lights of nightlife. Planes cut the clouds, leaving trails in the bright skies. Quiet winds tear through an island of sleeping giants. All feel the god of our lives until the tides strike. Wash away the barriers, ordaining us as powerless. Man who had his pride jack can't help but take his cowardice. So fight until the premonition ends, or pretend it don't exist and pistolize potential children blend. Death destructing buildings full of screaming pain depends. A solitary wave of tears percussive as the cave descends. Watch pretend, pawns itself to depth perception drained again. The crack shines silent till the thunder says its name. And when it's like this solemn song depicts the ending of the world, it's just the thoughts that surface mended from a girl. Swinging in a somber mist inspired by a swirl. I get sucked in, fuck you, fuck this, fuck him. Taking pictures that I can't remember. 1993 to this current December. Waiting for the metadata that's a grade. Heard them say like Jay did and waited for colours to render. See, I can paint everything in adventure or 1,000 shades of grey, it depends on the day. Put a front on like your favourite TV presenter, with this fake shit in my head like a toupee. Surrendering to win when I'm centered in self-fulfilling prophecies of poverty, living in splendour. I've tried to fight the finest that I found, but what I found is I can't win, cause it's me that's the only contender. I was condescending, yeah, but what you were, taking all my energy like kids share their mother's placentas. And we dropped it all away when our growth went from cuddling undercover. I uncovered you fucking my friends are, what? Wait a minute, finite figure getting sicker in my spirit. I could try prevent the heartstrings playing like a strum defender. Committing crimes at night time, she's a young offender. Again Benny got away, but the time I came to court with you there from another bender. Love didn't recover me from that one defender. Please return me to sender. She got me like word, I don't know what a crew says. True, say the truth is you got me pretty good like touche. I've been making moves since my belly button birthday. Escaped from my cot as a kid, whatever works, say. How you doing? I ain't seen you since 11. How's life? What's it like up in heaven? Say hi to all the friends that I've lost. Still clouded, you ain't gotta die to pay the cost. By God, coincide one sided from the shop with the guys selling brock from the city, belling blocks up to affluent estates and trap houses. Paradoxes, addicts get high but end up low and lost. Tick box, face tat, dyed hair downers. Codeine in a plastic cup, gold chains and powders. Fuck, I don't understand a lot of things around us. So you'll find me bumping jazz in my pajama trousers.
Wait a minute, hold tight. Time used to go so slow. On the real, who decides? When we come, when we go. To me it just feels like it's a different day. I can say I've seen the Milky Way. Wait a minute, hold tight. Time used to go so slow. On the real, who decides? When we come, when we go. To me it just feels like it's a different day. I can say I've seen the Milky Way.
What? Yeah, I bring the fire like Brazilian rainforest but chill. I ain't using that as a euphemism for ill. The equipment I used to build, say sustained by the energy. We burn out fossils that's telling of where we're meant to be. There's no need for morals in this century. We take shit and pass it to others as human centipede. Couple thousand years I watch a sin and documentary and think it's fucking mental that we never fought sequentially. Did blow on Friday nights who fights lager. Fear of feelings being disguised as I'm harder. Why am I concerned about finding the right barber? When kids up in the Middle East are starving, this ain't Sparta. Fighting out in Gaza while we disregard the knowledge that it's happening and back another starter. Oh wow, look at my phone, I got a new one. It takes all my attention till my friends are saying do one. I guess it might be time to backtrack a little bit. Probably rhyming to the choir while they're whining hypocrite. It's the truth, I just allude to what remains in contemplation. Recently confronts with maintainable concentration. Too late for me to face into these days of degradation. We're far, that's all I wanted to say. I'm here waiting, just pacing around, thinking, man, we're fucked like 40 years. We're all gonna die in some kind of weird apocalypse, and maybe Jesus will come down. I don't know if Jesus is real. I don't know if shit really. It would be jokes if he came down though. He's got like a sick beard, and he's definitely not a white man. He's 100% a black man. It's another thing that white people do. We just love to fucking monopolize on everything and invade other countries for our own selfish ends. And now look where it's fucking got us. Peace. Sure. Yes, 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 no, I don't know who you're thinking of, but I've been thinking of you. I know you're drinking lots. Last time we touched eyes, you just went then north. You strolled the cold and closed, your coat crinkled soft. Remembering your perfume that first June. Met up in the summer, yeah, you guessed it, we will hurt soon. But this ain't another song about love. Caged crying, but you claim you're as free as a dove. In the rain, drained sky, drips of violet, your iris. Every sight of happiness is draining from your eyelids. The attire you were tied of was tied with the loose man's hands you defied when you lied with. track marks running down your armor. Remember back in autumn you were calmer, fighting how you feeling, brown, white lines and lager, trying to disguise how you cry for your past father. Days like these I don't side with karma. Strange, don't see why the nights die faster. Last thing I heard, you were stealing from your family. I've been there, impossible to stop like it's gravity. Brain chemistry, bleeding peace with insanity. Anatomy addicted, inflicting the dreams gradually. So please don't end up dead, another tragedy. I've lost 3 people this year in sheer calamity. The casualties of trying to find happiness in a black abyss. White smoking crack up in the alley pissed. And I ain't got nothing against using, but over half the dudes that I know are stuck abusing, losing their lives confused and blue boozing. And I ain't got a clue what's amusing. I guess it was heavy at the beginning, but before I knew to choose, lost the choice, so my head's spinning. So some die at 17, alive till they're 70, lying to the light, stuck inside that they'll never see. Heavenly dreams turning brown from the evergreen. Came the same person and swore that they would never be. See the weight in their cheeks seems formless. Tweak on the street as dawn causes. The state of their smiles have lost corners, trying to feed the beast that bites to be cautious. Yeah, lost dreams unseen of the requiem. Used to look and frown, now she's out getting wrecked with them. Let's pretend she spent her inheritance in a better way. Guess it's hard to beg your dead nan for another 10 to say, when there wasn't a signal for her to stop. Drop a razor blade, blinking at the mirror, feeling shocked. Long blonde locks were now round degrading, draining the love from her blood to find veins in. And there's the rush to her brain, then the pain fades away and the warmth will remain. For a minute nothing matters, no trouble and shame, no struggle with the puzzle back on memory lane. Then it runs from her cranium as thunder and rain, brings her back to reality. She's back in the game, she's battered and stained, only just remembers her name. It's the singular resemblance her parents would claim. Feel faint, yeah well me too. I'd even say it's like I'd never seen you. Dark demons with deeds leave a preview, but I ain't got a clue on what you've been through. Back when you were clean, you were beaming with beauty. Now you seem fiendish, but we knew, cause your blues had got dark at the start, cause you harbored that night, left the scene with a deep hue. Scream on cue, horror film premiere, well aware, thinking that the things that you'd never share. Is it scary, despairs beyond disrepair? Angel eyes, you did more than swinging like your Fred Astaire. But I'll be here when you're ready, trying to hold it down, keep it now steady. So don't ever forget that I'm here, I'll be waiting for your call every day of the year. It's like some die at 17, alive till they're 70, lying to the light, stuck inside that they'll never see. Heavenly dreams turning brown from the evergreen. Came the same person and swore that they would never be. See the weight in their cheeks seems formless. Tweak on the street as dawn causes. The state of their smiles have lost corners, trying to feed the beast that bites to be cautious.
Better check
Yeah, insignificant sibling signs, shivering signs of citation, slipping a bit of bitterness blind to minds chasing ways adjacent but different, the names taken. I writ a bit of this sitting inside gazing, reminisced on past the parcel played as a kid. How's it turned to ticking packet for profit to flip it quick? Nah, it's only now I'm older, see the younger days. Something fucking wonderful traded in for a bit of haze. Some are slaves to these summer games, some will graze at the plants, have a laugh, then they're done for days. I burned a ton of skunk slumped in a simple cycle, and never did, but suicide ever seemed so delightful. Lies, yes I guess we start as kinda spiteful, but money ain't a thing for council mayors and town criers, and kids who take their lives, who cry for help with mental health and face the feeblest excuses of funds for what they require. Do you care?